The Grow My Cleaning Company podcast helps owners of cleaning companies just like you to grow your company and yourself so you can make more money and finally get the time and money freedom that probably got you into this business. Discover how to automate and create systems that allow you to grow like crazy without losing control. If you dig the show and want to show some love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. It really helps. Enjoy the show. Hey, Cleaning Nation, Mike Campion here with Gina Reim. This young lady started Gina's Cleaning Service August 2017, serving the residential and commercial clients in Palmer, Massachusetts. Gina, welcome to the show. What do you have to say for yourself?
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So let's just jump right in. What's going on with you in your life and how can I serve you today?
Well, I've been doing the cleaning business obviously for a long time. I've got myself a Kirby vacuum. I've got myself a floor steamer. I've put a lot of money into my business. I have a lot of faithful clients that have been with me for a really long time. And I'm trying to profit from my business more than just barely getting by. So I'm trying to go from an hourly to a job quoted price. And I'm having trouble with my clients trying to get them out of the idea of the hourly price. And I have no idea how to go about changing how I price.
Cool. So we've done several pricing videos, Cleaning Nation, that'll be helpful, but to be specific to what we're talking about, if you want to move from pay per hour to a flat rate for service, which I would highly recommend, not just for Gina, but for everybody, let me give you a couple reasons on the why, and then we'll talk about the how. When you are just getting paid by the hour, A, you're going to attract the wrong people. B, you're more of a labor service than you are a really provider of service. So a lot of what you have to do, or a lot of the value that you're going to be able to bring to your clients and your clients are going to be able to bring to your company hinges on how you frame the work that you do. So if the frame is, I'm going to come here and clean for a certain amount of time, it's hard to get enough money because everyone knows how to clean. So the value that you're doing is very low. So, I've done, 800, 900 podcasts, which is hundreds of hours of speaking. We do that for free. But when I'm on stage for 90 minutes, that might be thousands and thousands of dollars. So the frame is the only thing that changed. My voice isn't different. And certainly the way I present the information might be a little different, but the product effectively is the same. So if I sold me talking for an hour and a half, that's not worth much. If I sold the transformation the 200 or 300 people in the audience are going to have and the difference in their lives it's going to make, that might be worth tens of thousands of dollars to an event promoter. So even if it's the same thing, the way that you present it, and by the way, if my speech was presented as Mike's going to talk for an hour and a half, come, the value they're going to get is less because there's not a lot of value in that. But if my speech was how to get out of cleaning guaranteed in 30 days and the 5 steps to get you there are easier than you think, and they come and their expectation to get out of cleaning forever, the value of that 90 minutes to them is going to be much higher. So when we set up low value stuff, I'm going to clean for money. My 7-year-old can clean, right? So there's just not a lot of value in that. Might be like, well, minimum wage is 10, 15 bucks. Maybe I'll pay 20 bucks, right? I know how to clean for free. However, when we go to them and go, what's your most valuable asset? It's almost always going to be their time. It is their time, whether they know it or not, it is their time. What is this costing you in terms of relationship with your family, relationships with yourself, self-care, ability to raise your kids, taking away from time at work where you probably make more than the money I'm going to charge. If you can give them a result of, I'm going to save you 15 hours a month, I'm going to make your life better, I'm going to allow you to improve your relationship with your husband and your family, that might be worth thousands of dollars. So that's the why we want to present it right. And they're going to get more value. If they just see you as you're cleaning, they're going to be frustrated and happy and you're a pain in their butt. But if they see you when you come in or your team coming in as this is saving me time, this is allowing me to feel good about myself when I come home, this is giving me freedom and self-care and the ability to love my family better, they're going to value what you do higher. So not only can you charge more, they're going to experience it in a much better way. So you want to see reframing the services you offer as something you're doing for them, not something you're doing to them. So we're not tricking them or trying to pull a fast one or anything like that. We are really, truly serving them. So the easiest thing is to just do this with all your new clients. So the least painful, easiest thing is for every new client, you just not sell them. When they call you for help, you present your solution as a monthly fee for an outcome, right? So you can come into this room I have and lift heavy things in it. You probably won't pay much for that. But if I'm like, you have the opportunity to decrease your body fat, live longer, build muscle, look better naked, improve your sex life, feel better about yourself. These are all very valuable things, but it's the same thing with the gym, right? So if the thing is you can come into this room and lift heavy things for money, that's going to be a lot less money than you can feel great about yourself. So the easiest thing is just to change the narrative for the new people. Are you fairly confident, Gina, with new people? And we're going to come back to the current people, but are you confident with the new people you can make that switch?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you've got enough lead flow, your problem's solved, because if you tell it, everything's fine. But let's talk about the people that you have. So I found when you go to people with some sort of judgment, especially when it's, you're the one that set the price and set all this stuff up, they're going to get defensive. So if you're like, oh, hey, Gina, I've been paying for hourly and I'm getting quicker and blah, 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 they're not going to like that. They're going to get defensive, as most humans would. But if you bring that onto yourself, hey, Gina, I got to be honest. I've been doing this for years and I'm trying to be a business owner. But when I started, I was just a cleaner and I didn't know anything about anything. So I really didn't know how to charge or what to do. And that's on me. That said, I'm getting a little more sophisticated, and the good news is, because they don't really care about you, they care about them. The good news is I'm going to be able to bring a lot more value to you and your family. So let me talk about that. First, I want to just reset. What we started with was you pay me money and I put my hand in your toilet. I don't think that's really giving you a lot of value, and it's not really what I want to do. What would make me happy is if I knew you're getting more time with your family. So the sales conversation you would have, you're just going to rehab that. So, and then just go, great. Well, we have stopped going from trading time for money, which isn't a great value proposition for you. And it's not working out great for me, frankly, into we're going to get you an amazing result for money. So we don't want you get a certain units of cleaning for money. We want you to come home and feel amazing. And we want you to have more time for self-care. And as opposed to nickeling and diming, and you're like, what's on the clock? And you watching me, which makes me uncomfortable, frankly. And if you're watching me clean, why don't you just do it yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like paying me, why would you just, the whole thing's a mess. So here's what we're going to do. What we're going to need to bring this result, I'm going to focus on the result. So I'm going to have a little conversation about, is it self-care for them? Is it time with their kids? Is it feeling good about themselves when they come home? Is it fighting less with their husband because they're both in a clean space? Whatever it is, I'm going to connect with that and go, great. For us to make that stop every other week, it's $300 a month. And if I come in and wave magic fairy dust and the place looks and smells great, or I spend 1,000 hours to make it happen, that's none of your problem. Your problems, your thing is you're going to write a check. That's your job, and come in and feel amazing and enjoy your free time. And most people are going to be super interested in that. And the people that aren't probably aren't a good fit. So the goal, Cleaning Nation, and of course, Gina, isn't to get all the clients in the world, or as many clients as possible in the world. The goal is to understand what your goal is in terms of time and money freedom, know exactly how many clients you need, and get that amount or more of the best clients. So if I'm like, no, I want to, you, by golly, if you're in my house, I give a nickel. I want to see a nickel's worth of work. And that's what I'm here for. Totally okay. No judgment. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just not the guy or gal for you. Right. If that's what you're looking for, God bless you. This is where we part friends. That was a service I offered. I don't offer that anymore. I'm here to really help change your life. And if you're like, I just want to watch somebody clean and I want you to be here for hours, and I don't care what the result is, I just want to watch somebody else sweat in my house. God bless you. You have yours is America. Go get that if you want. I'm just not the gal for you. All right. Does that give you the confidence and kind of some of the word tracks to be able to make that transition?
A little bit.
Okay. You said a little bit. What blanks can I fill in for you? What are you missing?
I just feel I have issues with confrontation with people, and I always back down. That's my problem.
So hopefully that conversation didn't seem conversational. So, or confrontational would be like, hey, enough, Gina, you've been paying me this and I got better and you're too cheap and I'm not willing to put up with it. That's super confrontational. I can see where you wouldn't want to do it. But you just saying, see how there was no judgment. I'm not confronting you at all. You go, that's bullshit crap. I'm not going to pay that. Okie dokie. So there's really nothing to confront. You're just going, I made a mistake. I didn't price this well. I priced it based on my hourly time, and you don't give a crap about my time, frankly. You care about the result that you're going to get. So we as a company are moving to charging people for results and how they feel when they come home, not for hours worked. Now, if you want hours worked, that's okay, Gina. Best of luck. There's plenty of people that'll do that. And this is where we part friends. See how there's just no confrontation because I'm not going to confront with you. You can go, you're a jerk and I hate your guts and how dare you? And the way you're running your business is idiotic and you have to be half a fool. Well, boy, I'm so sorry that you feel that way, Gina. But at this point, I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and be on my way. Best of luck. You can't fight with me. I'm Jello. What are you going to push against? I'm not going to push back. So I've just set, it's more setting boundaries than it is having a confrontation. So the confrontation is if I go, I want A and you want B, and we're going to fight this out till one of us gets what we want. You just have new boundaries that you're going to set that are frankly better for them. And if they go, I don't want to play under those boundaries, then we won't play. You're not forcing them to do anything. You're just telling them, if you'd like to continue this relationship, this is what it's going to look like. And they get to opt in or out of that. Well, if that's the way you want to be, I don't want to do it. Okie dokie. Best of luck. See how there's really no confrontation. So when you're like, I'm afraid I'm going to back down, I guess if they go, no, I mean, it'd be like if we were dating and I'm like, I think we should break up. You're like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just keep dating. Like I have the right to you don't really get a vote if I want to break up, that's kind of it, right?
Right.
This isn't a both of us turn the key kind of a situation. So, or what would probably be a better analogy if we were dating and you smoked or you were wanting to be with other men or whatever. And I'm like, that's not okay anymore, right? You go, I have every right to smoke and I have every right to be, sure you do. You're an adult woman, do whatever you want. So if I'm saying, no, you got to change your behavior, that could be a confrontation. But if I just go, if we're going to continue the relationship we have, this is what I'm needing in a mate. And if you're not willing to be that, okie dokie. Well, I'll just find someone that's a better fit. You can do someone that's a better fit. We're okay. But do you see how I'm not asking your permission to break up or trying to force you to do something you want to do? I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, and you get to choose how you'd like to respond. Does that put it in a way where you're like, okay, I can do that and feel confident and not confrontational and not feel like I'm going to get talked into anything or get manipulated or taken advantage of or any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah. It's really, I just tried to raise my rate with one of my clients and she just kind of like freaked out on me and let's just role play it really quick. You freak out on me. Okay. I'm going to raise rates and you freak out. Deal? Okay.
All right. So I'm not even going to do it well. Hey, Gina, I know it was $200 a month before, but if we want to keep working, it's going to be $300. What do you think?
Oh, that's a huge increase in price. I don't know how I feel about that.
Great. What would you like to see happen next?
Well, the last...
Come on, Gina, freak out on me. Tell me off.
Okay. What she said to me was, I noticed that you've been leaving earlier than what you've been saying you were going to be leaving at, and I had to...
Hold on, let me jump in real quick. Gina. If I'm going to do the best I can with this new rate, I promise I'll do a good job. But if you're going to time me or want me to be here a certain time, this probably isn't a fit. So do you want to keep working together, or should I just pack up my stuff and wish you best of luck?
I don't know. Okay.
So you can freak out all you want. And first of all, she's going to be rude or like really mean as a human. I'm out. Right. So let's say, again, we're dating and I'm like, hey, Gina, I don't think it makes sense for us to date anymore. Or I'd like you to stop smoking. And you try to punch me and you throw cigarettes at me and try and light me on fire. Well, great. Before maybe I was iffy on whether we should break up or not. Now I know now don't I feel, before maybe I was like, oh, I'm being too hard. She should be able to smoke and she smoked when we started. Maybe it's my fault. You start acting like a psychopath. I don't have any guilt. Thank God. Thank you for showing what a crazy person you are. I want the heck out of here. So if she quote unquote really did freak out, there's nothing to, oh my gosh, Gina, you seem very angry about quite frankly, a very small thing. If you're this angry, it doesn't make sense for you to pay me to make you angry. I'm just going to bow out of this. Best of luck finding someone to take care of you. I'm sure you'll do great. There's no way you can fight me. I won't fight. It takes two to fight. So if no matter what you say, I just go, great, I'll get out of here. What are you going to chase me to my home and try and like punch me? You can't fight with one person. You can't dance with one person. So if she freaks out and acts crazy, get the heck out of there. If she's like, well, I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't ask how you felt about that, Gina. I'm telling you, it's $300 a month. Do you want me to do it or not? And again, you don't have to be that direct, but you see how it's really not. I get it if this is life-saving surgery and I told you to be $30,000 and that's all the money you have. And now I'm like, it's $100,000 and you're going to die. I get that's a different kettle of fish. I'm cleaning your daggum house for $200 and now it's $300. If you're like, you're correct, then don't get it. Fire me. What do you want for, like there's nothing to talk about. Like I go to the restaurant and it says it's $12 for a burrito and I order it and the waiter's like, oh, hold on. There was a misprint. It's actually $15. What am I going to punch him? I'll go, well, then I don't want the burrito. Or I'll go, okay, I'll pay the 15. There's nothing really to talk about. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. The waiter's going to go, I don't know how you feel about it either. Do you want the $15 burrito or not? Like, it's really nothing to well, last time I had a burrito, it was terrible. Listen, man, do you want the burrito or not? I'm not here to argue with you. If you don't like the burrito, then if you got it last time, you don't like it, then don't buy it. If you they're trying to fight. If you won't engage, you go, there's really not a lot to talk about. This is the cleaning. If you don't like it, then I'll be on my way. And if you do like it, great. But you see what I'm saying? I think in your mind, Gina, you're making it a big deal and you're letting crazy people. I've never had a vendor come to me and go, my price was this. And now it's, oh, you son of a, I'm going to kill you in your face. I've been like, well, okay, it's worth it to me. Thanks for the heads up. Or, oh man, I'm not paying that. I guess I'll have to find someone else. Okay, this isn't I'm not asking for a kidney here. This is just the cleaning was this and now it's this. I used to charge by the hour. Now it's a flat rate. If I'm going to freak out about that, I'm probably the wrong client. It's probably okay to part friends and just be like, moving on with my life. Fair enough? All right. I got to wrap this, sister. Questions, comments, rude remarks, or you feel like you got what you need?
I think I'm good.
Beautiful. All right, Cleaning Nation. If this was helpful and you would like more help, hopefully you've noticed we don't do any advertising on here. There's nothing for sale. If you dig it, just throw us a good review on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you listen, or however you heard about the podcast. Do someone a favor, pass on the love. And if you're like, I need more, that was good, but I need more, go to growmycleaningcompany.com. Check out our free on-demand training. It's the best 40 minutes of training we got of all the thousands of hours of crap we've done. Check it out now, growmycleaningcompany.com. Well, here we are, the end of the podcast, and you made it. Great job. I've got a little bonus for you for sticking through with me, but like I mentioned before, if you got value out of this podcast and you want to show a little love, subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever the heck you're listening to this thing. Share it with a friend, share the love. And as a special thank you for those of you that stuck with me to the end, how about I give you my personal phone number so we can text? It's a great way for me to get to know you, your business, your goals personally. So shoot me a text now, 602-932-6431. That's 602-932-6431. I am the only one who responds to these texts, and I will personally respond to everyone I possibly can as long as this number is manned. Don't know how long we're going to keep this at the end of the podcast, so grab it now, 602-932-6431. Give me a text, say hey, can't wait to meet you.